Konnichiwa, I'm John Hornick. Welcome to my Japanese Faves series where we'll cover every major type of Japanese food. This lesson isn't traditional Japanese, but it's done in Japanese style. And I'm not exactly sure if the Japanese name I gave it is correct. Buta Niku is pork and Teba means wing, I think. Today I'm introducing you to a great but almost unknown cut of pork called pig wings. They're called wings because they're somewhat like chicken wings. They're fall-apart tender, small enough to be eaten by hand or with chopsticks, and have a single bone that sticks out the end after they're cooked, kind of like a handle. They're great as a small plate, as a main course, or a snack, although they're kind of a large snack. Unfortunately, this cut is very, very difficult to find. It's a specialty cut from the lower shank of the hock. I provide sources in the notes. You can also check out the video at beardedbutchers.com to see how you can cut them yourself. They also show a different way to cook them. I just love this cut and I'm excited to spread the word and share it with you. If you do the same, they may become easier to find. So let's start cooking. Okay, now we're going to make my Japanese version of pig wings. Now pig wings are very hard to find. I'll provide a source with the description. And I've seen these cut where the bone is more exposed. This bone is actually buried in the meat. These are actually pieces of pork shank. And what we're going to do is we're going to rub them with my anything rub. I have a separate video on that, okay? And then we're going to marinate them. And I like to be generous with the rub. I'm going to rub all sides of it. And then we're going to marinate. Now when we marinate, we're going to marinate for at least 2 hours. It would be better to do it overnight. But it's going to take a few hours to cook these. So if you don't want to do it all in one day, you could just marinate in the morning and then you can cook in the afternoon. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to marinate those. Let's mix our marinade. We're going to start with the shoyu, or Japanese soy sauce, then the mirin, the sake, the lime juice, the chili garlic sauce. I want to be sure to get all of that out of the little bowl here. And then the brown sugar. And then let's mix that up really well. Okay, now we're going to marinate the ribs. So I'm taking my Ziploc bag, which I have on the Joe Carey bag filler, which I think is a great invention. And we're going to put the pig wings into the bag. Then we're going to add the marinade. Then we're going to try to get as much air out of the bag as possible so that the ribs are well submerged in the marinade. Then we're going to put that into a baking pan. Why? In case the bag leaks. All right. So we're going to let that stay in the baking pan for and marinate in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours, preferably overnight. Okay, now our pork has been marinating for about 5 or 6 hours. Now would be the time to preheat your oven to 300 degrees. Now we're going to take this pork out of the marinade, shake off the marinade, keep the marinade though, and we're going to pat it dry. And you know, if you watch my videos, you know I don't use many paper towels because I like to help to keep my carbon footprint a little smaller. So I just use kitchen towels and then I wash them afterwards. So we're just going to put the pork here on this kitchen towel and then blot it dry. And then we're going to toss it in olive oil. Okay, so let's put these pieces into a bowl. Get rid of this towel. Drizzle it with some olive oil, and then just smear the olive oil around on the pork so pieces are well coated. Okay, now we're going to put the pork into our Dutch oven, and I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of the Dutch oven, okay? And then I'm going to put the pork pieces in there and just kind of smear them around a little bit so that the pork and the Dutch oven are coated in olive oil. And I'm putting these pieces, if you have a fat side on your pork wings, put the fat side down, okay? And then just arrange them in there whatever way seems to work. And then we're going to scatter them with the sliced onions. And then we're going to add that marinade, okay? All right, good. Now, we're going to put the cover on the Dutch oven, and when our oven comes up to temperature, we're going to put this into the oven at 300 degrees we're going to check it every hour and turn the pork every hour. Okay, here are our pig wings. Let's see how they look. Oh, they look beautiful, and they seem like they are fall apart tender. That was 3 hours at 300 degrees, turning once every hour. And as you can see, the bone has exposed itself. The meat is pulled back, and now you can see the bone. And that's why they call them pig wings. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put them into a pan with some high smoke point oil and just brown them a little bit on both sides. Okay, we have some high smoke point oil in this pan. It's avocado oil. And we're just going to put these pig wings down in this pan. Just give them a little brown on each side. So I had a little technical difficulty there. I placed the pig wing on top of the onions and garnished with a little bit of chives and furikake. And the furikake in this case is black and white sesame seeds and a little bit of chopped nori. So that's it. That is Japanese style pig wings. You can see photos of the final dish on my Instagram, which is @Chef's Apprentice Cook Like a Pro. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.